Okay, before we get started, I feel there are 2 points we need to address. Firstly, if anyone associated with BBC Worldwide is watching this, I know it's a long shot, but may as well, what the hell were you thinking when you designed April for the Doctor Who calendar? The second point is, yes, I have lost several inches of hair since you saw me yesterday, and I don't like it, but whatever, it had to be done, carrying on. So as you know, I am a language student at the University of Oxford, and sometimes I feel that just to go to Oxford, you need to be a language student. Because you get there and suddenly everyone's talking completely incomprehensibly. Not that everyone's posh or anything. I mean, my accent has been getting steadily less posh throughout the week as I get more comfortable talking on camera. But there's a whole set of lingo, and you'll find that at any university. But more so the older the university, and you know, my college was founded 750 years ago this year. So here are a selection of terms which, to be honest, still confuse me, but I figure I can try and explain them anyway. Number 1, the terms. Oxford has 3 terms, like, you know, every school in the country and most universities. It's just that they're not called the autumn, spring and summer terms, they're called Michaelmas, Hilary and Trinity. I didn't know how to pronounce Michaelmas until like 2 weeks before I got to Oxford. That would have been embarrassing. I thought it was Michaelmas. So the terms are all named after various holy days that happen during those terms, except the Feast of St Michael is the 29th of September, and Oxford terms don't start until October. Yay! Good on Oxford, making sense! The others do actually fall within the terms. St Hilary's Day is the 14th of January, and Trinity Day is 8 weeks after Easter, so we're definitely there for that one. But I didn't know that these days existed until I looked them up this morning. At the beginning of every term, you pay for your rent if you are renting from the college, and any bills that accrued in the previous term, except you don't call them the bills, or your rent, or whatever. It's called battles. I was secretly hoping that the origin of this term would be that it came from a battle, and if you won you didn't have to pay, but no. It derives from the days when everyone was in really strict social classes. So you had commoners, which is me, and you had servitors, who were like scholarship people who had to act as servants to the fellows. And then you had battlers, who I guess were better off than the commoners because they had to pay for extra food, which was then called battles. And now, because everyone has to pay for food, it's just called battles. I think. On the subject of food, let's move on to drinking games. Chances are you've probably heard of pennying. Pennying is a drinking game which is, I think, pretty much everywhere nowadays, but it originated at Oxford. I looked up the rules for pennying this morning, and no, quite frankly. Also, Wikipedia, why are you asking for citations on a drinking game? Oh, you pennied me. Write that down. The way I know pennying is that if someone throws a penny into your glass whilst you are holding it, you have to drink. You have to down it. And yes, I am demonstrating with coffee. I don't drink, which makes pennying quite fun for me because I'm normally like holding a glass of water or lemonade or something and everyone's like, oh my god, she's downing it! And it's water. The other drinking game we have, which you probably haven't heard, is sconcing, which you actually have heard of. I lied, because it's basically never have I ever. So I'd be in problems if anyone said I sconce anyone who is on more than 3 social networking sites. Like a couple of centuries ago, sconcing didn't mean take a sip. It meant, here is a massive great vase, drink the whole thing or pay a fine for breaching etiquette. I prefer the modern version. And finally, this is what I have to look like whenever I do an exam. This is subfusc. It comes from the Latin word subfuscus, meaning moderately dark, and we have to wear it for various events, but most importantly we have to wear it to every single exam we do. This thing is a commoner's gown because, like Kate Middleton, I am common. It has these stupid ribbons which are there in place of sleeves, and they're really annoying. Though, to be honest, when most people get into the exam, you just take this off. I also have a hat. You're not allowed to wear it. On pain of death, not actually death, you're not allowed to wear it. But you have to take it with you to exams. I tend to use it as a pencil case. It works. So anyway, I'm going to get changed out of this thing. Hope you're all having lovely days. You'll see me tomorrow. Hopefully with Sarah doing something music-y because we respond to viewer pressure.